Hey, this is Joe Blasco. Welcome back again. You're with MUA TV, and we're speaking to Cyndilee Rice. Cyndilee. Now, I understand that you were a stunt woman.
Oh, that was my first career in the business.
Now, tell us, how do you go from being a stunt woman to being a makeup artist?
Well, I accidentally became a stunt woman.
Accidentally?
Well, yeah, I mean, it wasn't really, I didn't
You
really...
kind of tripped, and they said, oh, she tripped. Look at how she tripped. No, let's hire her.
That's great.
I was kind of, I mean, I didn't plan that out. But during my time as a stunt woman, I always really wanted to be a makeup artist. That's when it kind of bit me that I could use my art in makeup.
Yeah, you watched the makeup artists working while you were tripping around?
Well, because they'd have to make me up to double different people and stuff like that. So,
Right.
And then I realized I didn't want to be falling on my head when I was
Yeah,
40.
no, you don't need that. No.
So I was like, I think I would like makeup. So when I kind of took a little break from the business, was thinking, I didn't know if I wanted to work in it at all, but then I thought, you know what, I'm going to go back, I'm going to go to makeup school, I'm going to become a makeup artist. And everybody's telling me, you can't change your career like that. You can't change in the middle. Because I had done it for,
Don't let anybody tell you can't do
I
anything.
know.
When anybody says you can't, take 3 steps back
And look at that.
and
So I
think
figured,
about it.
well, Grandma Moses, I think she started painting at 80. And Colonel Sanders didn't start Kentucky Fried Chicken until he was 64.
Really?
So I figured, plenty of time.
Hey, I started MUA
really
TV
well
at
known for
61.
those things. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to try to be a makeup artist, and I'm going to give it a shot and see if it'll work. So I just, went for it, and I came to this school, and then I graduated, and I've been so fortunate. I mean, since I got out of school, I've just been really blessed to always pretty
And when
much
did
have a
you
job.
when did you graduate?
1990.
1990. That's right. Now, I understand that you at General Hospital, and possibly still. You were, especially at General Hospital, you were working with my products, and you were also working with Max Factor's Pancake, Pan Stick, and all that. Now, tell me how you incorporate all this.
Oh, my pancakes still that I still
Because
use so people make fun of me?
No. What do you think I'm wearing? I'm wearing Max Factor Pancake. And I manufacture makeup, folks.
People would come by my station and be like, my God, you still have pancake on that? I'm like, hey, it is a really good product for certain...
If you know how to use it.
If you know how to use it, and for certain things. I mean, I wouldn't say, go crazy with it, but it is still good. All the products, though, they all stand up for different uses.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't think any of them are obsolete yet.
Right.
You can always find something to use with something. And I always have your foundations in my kit.
Well, my foundations are very high in pigmentation, and they're about as close to like Pancake as you can get.
But they're great for, I just had a thing on Dirty Sexy Money where the girl, I made her up, she was beautiful. She went on the set, and I didn't know she was going to let the floodgates go.
Oh, yeah.
This crying scene.
Right.
And they're big into airbrushing, so I had airbrushed her. Well, totally streaked.
Yeah, right.
The tears
after the
streaked right
airbrushing,
through. I
because
was
it's
like,
water soluble.
run back, my Blasco. And then she was perfect for all the other takes, because and it just worked like a charm.
Yeah, it's water. Yeah, it repels the water. And you can put it on very, very thin.
Exactly.
My product Ultimatte, which there are different colors for eyeliner and for eyebrow work. I originally designed it for General Hospital because when Emily McLaughlin, there's a name I dug out of the past. When Emily McLaughlin would cry, they would make a mess of it, and they said, well, we want people to know she's crying, but we don't want all that mascara all over the place. So I devised this cream liner that would repel, wouldn't be affected by the water. And then, because she really cried. And so that's how that started. But absolutely, you have to use an oil-based product if you know they're going to be crying, or they're doing swimming scenes, or you're in a high humidity. Absolutely. Now, tell me about this. You've been a department head on many, many things. Now I asked this to Matthew, and I asked this of everyone. What makes a good department head?
I think somebody that treats everybody with respect. you know, and don't walk around like you're the big boss and you're better than anybody else. Because when I department, I'm a makeup artist there working like everybody else, you know.
Yes.
And I think if you're nice to people, then they're going to work harder for you.
Yes.
And I don't think there's any need to be,
Yes.
you know, unpleasant.
Yes. You are so, seriously, you are so sweet. You know, I'm just so glad to see you here tonight. I'm so happy that you've been so successful and so talented. No, not thanks to me, thanks to you. Cyndilee, you have a story about one of my favorite makeup artist mentors, Rudy Horvatish, head of makeup for ABC Television for many, many years. What is that story?
Well, the story isn't really about Rudy, it's about you. When Rudy passed away, you did his makeup.
Yes, I did.
And he looked like he was taking a nap. He looked so lifelike and
Well, thank you.
just beautiful.
It was done with love.
It must have been because it was really great.
Yeah, Rudy Horvatish was kind of like a father to me. Well, there were many. I was very lucky to have
People
many
talk
mentors.
about how great he looks still.
Really?
Now,
They still.
from that funeral, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
Wow, I didn't know
Over
that.
there. It makes an impact on people.
Well, thank you. It was very difficult for me to do that.
I bet.
You know, it really was, because he had impacted my life so. We were so very, very close.
Right.
And he was a father figure to me, as was Ben Nye Sr.,
Right.
you know, and Vincent Kehoe and Harry Thomas and so many, but especially Rudy Horvatish.
Well, and because of that story that circulates around there, we had some actors pass away on General Hospital, different people along lines, and they would always ask.
Call Joe Blasco.
No, they would ask us to make them look like they did on TV. So you were
Right.
very generous. We would call, and you would, you know,
I told you how to do
brush
it.
up our. Like,
Right, yeah.
They
Well,
had a lot of experience in that field.
Well, you know, it's mortuary makeup it's a whole different
It's a
type
whole
of makeup.
different, yeah.
Yeah, and it's quite an art.
It is.
And I recently did the mother of a very, very good friend of mine, and it was very difficult to do. You know, and I'm always called in to do people that I've known and loved, and that's really rough. You have to really put on your professional hat.
Yes.
You know, and go in, and you know, I can remember going in when I did Rudy's makeup at Forest Lawn, and I was really not looking forward to it, and I just took a deep breath before I went into the room, and I walked in and saw him there, and I just started talking to him. You know, okay, Rudy, it's time for some makeup here, and it's going to be my makeup this time, not Max Factor. But I'll tell you, yeah, it's rough to do. It's really rough to do.
My relatives too.
Yeah.
But that's what you do. Just talk.
But you're a makeup artist, and you're a professional. And when you're a professional, you get through whatever you have to get through.
And look how many people it made feel so good.
Yeah.
You know, when you did
Well, I had no idea they were still talking
They're
about it.
talking about it.
They don't talk about any of my other makeups. Cyndilee, I love you, dear. Thank you for bringing that up. I have to quote Dwayne Fulcher. Dwayne Fulcher was the assistant head of
Right,
makeup
I
at
remember
ABC
Dwayne.
Television. And I remember standing next to him in front of Rudy at the final presentation, as it's called. And he looked over at me and he said, "He looks like he's sleeping. I can tell you've done this with love." You know, and that was probably the greatest compliment, you know,
Yes,
outside of this right now.
Well, that's wonderful.
You know, so it's great. So, Cyndilee, thank you again
you.
so much for being with us. You are a
Thank you so much for
delight.
having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and you'll be back.
Okay.
And once again, we are going to stop, and we're going to be right back right after this.